Before I get started with this video, I want to say I apologise for the quality of this video because I'm having to use my phone. I still haven't replaced my broken camera yet. I'm still trying to save up to be able to afford that. It's really difficult on my sort of budget. I don't get paid from YouTube, so I haven't got anything that'll fit my tripod. So I'm gonna have to just use my camera because it's my phone because it's the only thing that's got a camera on it that I can actually use. And unfortunately, it's gonna have to be handheld, so it might be a bit shaky. But this is something I really felt like I had to make a video about. This is something that really hit me hard ever since we found out a few hours ago, and it's just something I wanted to just share my overall thoughts about and just sort of discuss in a very sort of off the cuff, not planned manner. For those of you who aren't aware yet, the actor Gene Wilder has passed away today. And if you don't know who Gene Wilder is, it's the guy behind this meme. I hate the fact that I have to use a meme to demonstrate who someone is. Like, he's seriously been one of the biggest actors of the last 50 years, and there's a lot of people who don't really know who he is. A lot of his big films came out in the 70s, especially his three most popular films, which are my three favourite films that he's ever done. Blazing Saddles came out in 1974, 17 years before I was even born. One of my favourite films of all time. I remember watching that when I was a teenager and thinking, wow, this is really fucking funny. Blazing Saddles will always be one of my favourite films of all time, and Gene Wilder was one of the stars of that film, and it was fucking amazing. Another film that also came out in 1974 that I absolutely love is Young Frankenstein. Gene Wilder killed it in that role too. And in 1971, he was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which I haven't seen as much as I probably should. It's not one of my favourite films of all time. I don't rave about it as much as everybody else does, but it's an enjoyable film. But Young Frankenstein and Blazing Saddles are two of my favourite films that have ever been produced. And Gene Wilder absolutely made those films. So he's an absolutely talented actor. I remember being a kid and just sitting there thinking, wow, I really, really like this guy's acting. Like, he has always been in my top five, actors of all time. And I don't know, like, all of his films are films I've really enjoyed and really held close to my heart, sort of thing. And him being alive has always just been sort of comforting in a way, when you really look up to someone like that. And even though I've got no aspirations to be an actor, like, I have sort of idolized him because he's always been like a big sort of actor that I've really enjoyed the work of over the years. And I don't know, this just sort of hit me hard. There's not really much I can say that hasn't already been said or that isn't bloody obvious. I could say, oh, I hope he rests in peace. I hope his family are okay and things like that. And obviously that goes without saying. That's a sentiment that everybody's going to echo. But I mean, a lot of people were fans of Gene Wilder, and a lot of people really, really enjoyed his work. And I'm one of those people who really did. I really looked up to him and his abilities when he was acting. And yeah, this one hit me hard, big time. So I just wanted to sort of make this video as my own sort of reflection on what his work actually meant to me, sort of thing, and just sort of as a tribute to him. Like, I'm not gonna really drag this out longer than it has to be, but rest in peace, Gene Wilder. I'll be watching Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein the next opportunity I get. It's tough, man. When this sort of thing happens, it's really, really tough. I don't know. I just wanted to make this quick video just as a tribute, just sort of for me to sort of reflect on the whole thing. We've lost literally one of the best actors of all time today. And it's bound to happen. He was 83 years old. Like, this is gonna happen more often. For everyone who's wondering why more and more celebrities are dying as time goes on, the reason for that is because of the fact that being a celebrity, it wasn't really a thing until the advent of TV, when more and more people were getting famous. And as more and more people have got famous, more and more famous people have got older, more and more. We are literally living in the first wave of this happening because of the fact that we are now seeing the first sort of batch of celebrities get to that age, 70s and 80s, 80 years old. So for anyone who's wondering why we're seeing more and more celebrities die these days, it's because the first real round of celebrities that we really enjoy, like sort of saw rise to fame, are now hitting that sort of age, and that's why it hasn't really happened before now. mass celebrity deaths. But unfortunately, it's going to become more and more of a common thing as time goes on because of the fact that that's just the nature of life. So it's tough. It's going to keep happening. Unfortunately, we're going to keep losing more and more of our idols, and I guess in times like this, it's best to just look back at the work and look back at why they actually meant so much to us, which is what I'll be doing. I'll be watching Young Frankenstein, and I'll be watching Blazing Saddles, to remember Gene Wilder. In these sorts of scenarios, it's best to just remember why we're actually sad about their deaths as much as we are in the first place, and actually celebrate their careers and exactly why they actually spoke to us. And that's what I'm going to be doing with Gene Wilder. So, rest in peace, Gene Wilder. This is going to be a tough one to get through, but it happens, unfortunately. I'll be back with more content in the future, a lot more frequent stuff coming up. Click the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video. Comment down below what are your favourites of Gene Wilder's work. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.